This is the luxury world. Get inspired with us today and tomorrow. Purchasing a Rolex Daytona is a significant decision that should be carefully considered. Many enthusiasts rush into acquiring a Daytona without fully understanding the critical factors that should influence their choice. Selecting the correct model, dial color, and metal variant can dramatically affect not only the piece's enjoyment but also its financial prudence. Making an informed choice can mean the difference between a wise investment and overpaying for a timepiece that struggles to retain its value. As one of the most celebrated models in Rolex's lineup, the Daytona evokes strong emotions among collectors and first-time buyers alike. Its blend of rich history, current hype, and the potential for costly mistakes makes it essential to grasp the nuances before purchasing. Staying informed until the end of this guide will also reveal a Daytona model currently under intense collector scrutiny, one that could appreciate significantly if Rolex discontinues it. In this video brought to you by the Luxury World, we will provide you with 4 essential facts to consider before you even think about adding a Rolex Daytona to your collection. If you have not subscribed to our channel yet, make sure to do so to stay informed on future updates. The Rolex Daytona is available in several variations, and selecting one requires more knowledge than simply choosing based on aesthetics. Stainless steel Daytonas are, by far, the most sought-after versions, known for being the most difficult to acquire directly from boutiques. Beyond steel, Rolex crafts the Daytona in yellow gold, Everose, rose gold, white gold, and even platinum, each offering a distinct presence on the wrist. The Platinum Daytona, for instance, is notably substantial in weight and regarded as one of the most flamboyant watches Rolex has produced. Dial color options further diversify the Daytona family. Iconic references such as the Panda Daytona, featuring a white dial with black subdials, are universally beloved for their timeless and clean aesthetic. Its counterpart, the reverse Panda, offers a black dial with contrasting silver subdials, delivering an equally striking appearance, though the white dial variant often commands a premium in the secondary market. Then there is the Mayer Daytona, named after the musician whose public admiration for the piece helped catapult its popularity. Featuring a yellow gold case paired with a green dial, this model's value soared after Mayer's endorsement and has continued to climb following its discontinuation. At the pinnacle of rarity lies the Platinum Daytona, commonly referred to by collectors as the Platona. This model features an ice blue dial and a brown ceramic bezel, embodying not only exclusivity but also substantial physical heft akin to wearing a small, luxurious brick on the wrist. Additionally, rubber strap versions, such as the Daytona Ghost, present a sportier option for those seeking a blend of luxury and casual wear. Each Daytona variation tells a unique story. Some exude extravagance, others sophistication, but not all retain value equally. Understanding these distinctions is crucial before committing to a purchase. What determines the best Daytona to buy? The optimal Daytona model ultimately hinges on the prospective buyer's priorities, aesthetics, everyday wearability, or long-term investment value. For those who prioritize resale value and capital preservation, stainless steel variants reign supreme. Especially desirable is the white dial Panda Daytona, which retails for approximately $15,000. However, securing one at retail price is nearly impossible due to overwhelming demand. On the secondary market, prices typically range between $30,000 and $35,000, depending on condition and provenance. Buyers seeking a more ostentatious piece may gravitate toward gold Daytonas. However, it is vital to recognize that not all gold variants perform equally in the resale market. Two-tone Daytonas, which combine steel and gold, generally underperform and often sell for less than their original retail prices. Those intending to flip a two-tone Daytona would be well advised to reconsider. Conversely, the John Mayer Yellow Gold Daytona has become a sensation among collectors. Initially priced around $35,000 at retail, these models now fetch well over $80,000 due to scarcity and heightened demand following discontinuation. Platinum Daytonas, while demanding a significantly higher initial investment, often around $100,000, operate in an entirely different realm. These timepieces are viewed as elite collectors' items and symbols of serious financial commitment. Their rarity and prestigious materials contribute to their strong performance and value retention, often making them sound like long-term investment pieces. A brief history: the Daytona's journey to icon status. It may be surprising to learn that the Rolex Daytona was once among the least popular models in the brand's catalog. When the Daytona debuted in the 1960s, it struggled to gain traction among consumers. The initial models, simply referred to as the chronograph, were later rebranded to connect with the burgeoning American car racing scene at the Daytona International Speedway in Florida. Despite this marketing effort, chronographs were considered bulky and overly complicated compared to the minimalist dress watches and rugged dive watches that dominated mid-century tastes. As a result, Daytonas languished in dealer cases for months, sometimes years, with many units sold below retail just to clear inventory. One of today's most revered versions, the Paul Newman Daytona, was initially regarded as a failure. Its unconventional dial design was seen as unattractive, leading to widespread disinterest. However, actor and race car driver Paul Newman's frequent appearances wearing his Daytona eventually sparked a slow but steady reevaluation. Decades later, collectors named the exotic dial models after him, turning the once unwanted Paul Newman Daytonas into grail watches commanding millions at auction. Notably, Paul Newman's personal Daytona sold for an astounding $17.8 million, cementing its place among the most expensive watches ever sold. Understanding the Daytona's underdog story transforms ownership into more than a simple transaction. It becomes participation in one of horology's greatest comeback narratives. The Daytona's functionality, a true racing instrument. While the Daytona's design and prestige are now the primary drivers of its popularity, it remains a fully functional chronograph, featuring a tachymeter scale prominently engraved on its bezel. The tachymeter is not merely ornamental, it serves a practical purpose, calculating speed over a known distance. Operating the tachymeter is straightforward. One starts the chronograph at the beginning of a measured mile or kilometer and stops it at the end. The number indicated on the bezel correlates to the average speed traveled over that distance. Although modern buyers rarely use this feature in practice, it underscores the Daytona's roots as a genuine tool watch for professional drivers. When compared to other chronographs, the Daytona's superiority becomes apparent. Omega's Speedmaster is revered but often deemed bulky, while Zenith's Chronomaster offers innovation but lacks the Daytona's aura. The Rolex Daytona, by contrast, is compact, sharply finished, and instantly recognizable even from across a room. The Daytona Ghost, an underrated masterpiece. One model that remains relatively underappreciated yet deserves greater recognition is the Daytona Ghost. Although not an official Rolex designation, collectors affectionately refer to it by this name due to its understated aesthetic, a white gold case matched with a silver dial and silver subdials. The effect is a monochromatic, stealthy appearance that exudes sophistication and exclusivity. From afar, the Daytona Ghost may resemble a standard stainless steel model, but upon closer inspection, its solid 18K white gold construction becomes evident through its weight and finish. Currently flying under the radar, this model aligns perfectly with a modern trend favoring understated luxury, or stealth wealth. Given the growing appreciation for discreet, low-key luxury watches, it would not be surprising if the Daytona Ghost experiences a significant surge in demand shortly, particularly if Rolex were to discontinue it. Although commanding a premium, the Daytona Ghost represents the kind of overlooked gem that collectors often regret not acquiring when opportunities were more accessible. Acquiring a Rolex Daytona, particularly in today's dynamic market, demands a balance of passion and prudence. It is essential to define one's priorities clearly, whether driven by aesthetics, everyday practicality, or investment potential. Whether the goal is to secure a timeless stainless steel classic, a flamboyant yellow gold statement piece, or an ultra-rare platinum masterpiece, knowledge and timing are critical. Prospective buyers are encouraged to consult reputable sources and professional watch advisors to ensure they select a Daytona that aligns with their aspirations. Securing the right model at the right time can offer not only immense personal satisfaction, but also substantial financial rewards in the long term. Before departing on this journey, it is highly recommended to explore a detailed review of the Rolex Daytona Panda model, the reference point that has captured the attention of collectors worldwide and continues to symbolize the pinnacle of Rolex's sports chronograph legacy. What are your thoughts on the topic we shared in this video? Let us know by commenting and giving this video a thumbs up. Do not forget to subscribe to the Luxury World for more insights into the world of luxury timepieces.